Hello everyone, I've been getting a lot of email concerning some of my videos that I've been putting out lately concerning Albert Bourla and Benjamin Netanyahu. Two in particular. Let me read you the titles of them. By the way, my name is Daryl Guberman. I'm the CEO of Guberman PMC LLC, a quality consulting firm here in Connecticut. And we assist companies in manufacturing and quality ISO certifications. We have over 40 plus years in quality and manufacturing, but these are the two videos that I got some pushback a little bit. Well, they don't want to believe it. They don't want to hear it. Maybe they suffer from brain fog from the COVID vaccine. Albert Bourla, veterinarian, Pfizer CEO, did not trust his own product, admits to vaccine hesitancy. The lab of Israel per Benjamin Netanyahu possibly caused lack of semper paratus with Hamas invasion. People writing saying, what is semper paratus? Semper paratus, my friends, is always ready. That is a Latin word, always ready, Latin term. But what we have here is we have the actual interview again from Megan Terrell. And yes, Albert Bourla did not have confidence in the quality of his products. In fact, there was contamination in some of the Pfizer vaccines. We have that. That's going to be in the description. All the information is going to be in the description. This video today is the claim. The CEO of Pfizer, Albert Bourla, veterinarian, refused the vaccine. QA expert Daryl Guberman says, yes, well, this fact checker for McKenzie for USA Today wrote the facts check that no, he really didn't. It was possible, but I don't think so. The article is terrible, but that article will be down in the description. If it's not there, please contact me. But yeah, she wrote about the fact check. A lot of different newswire organizations wrote about, oh, yes, he took it. No, he didn't take it. Not right away. He should have been the first one out there. We do have a picture of Dr. Bourla, and this is the guy who's given Albert Bourla the shot, but this guy looks exactly like Albert Bourla. Take a good look. We took this off Twitter. We put the date stamp, and we put the actual link that we found it on Twitter, and that's why we put Dr. Bourla. Doesn't he look the same? I've got to ask you this question. Take a good look at that. If you want, I can send this to you, or you can look up Albert Bourla getting his injection, and you'll find this on Twitter. So, this video again, the claim, the CEO of Pfizer, Albert Bourla, veterinarian, refused the vaccine. QA expert Daryl Guberman says yes, and it's unequivocal that he refused. He wasn't confident in the quality. Now, if he wasn't, I want to know what about the board members that he said they don't have to take it. I'm going to let him do the talking, not me. This is only 3 minutes long. It's well worth your listening to.
I want to ask you also about a very important issue of vaccine hesitancy. Even folks who get most of their vaccines normally might be hesitant about these vaccines because they were developed so quickly. What do you tell those folks who might be saying, well, I'm going to wait a few months before I get this one?
I would tell them I wish that the situation was not so critical so that they can have the luxury to think about it. But the situation is as deadly as it could be right now with the amounts of deaths or new cases that we are facing. So they need to think it twice. This is a vaccine that was developed without cutting corners from a company with 171 years of credentials. This is a vaccine that was developed in the spotlight, in the daylight, with all the data being put in servers. This is a vaccine that has been approved in the US by two separate governmental agencies, CDC and FDA, after listening to two separate independent scientific bodies. One is the FDA and the other is the ACIP for the CDC. And this is a vaccine that is getting approved by all authorities in the world. So that should say something to them. And I repeat once more, the decision not to vaccinate will not affect only your health or your life. Unfortunately, it will affect the lives of others and likely the lives of the people you love the most, which are the people that usually you are in contact with. So I think trust science.
Well, and a question for you. I've heard you have not yet had your shot. When do you plan to get it?
Please listen to this.
The sooner I can, I will. The only sensitivity here, Meg, is that I don't want to have an example that I'm cutting the line. That I am 59 years old, in good health. I'm not working in the front line, so my type is not recommended to get vaccination now. So that's one consideration. On the other hand, our company ran a lot of polls to see what would take people to believe it. And one of the highest ranking, even higher than if Joe Biden takes it, even higher than if the other presidents take it, it is if the CEO of the company takes it. So with that in mind, I'm trying to find a way that I will get vaccinated, despite if it is not my time, just to demonstrate the confidence of the company. But we have made a decision that if we have to do that, we will not do it with our executives. So none of the executives or board members will cut the line. They will take it as their age and the occupation type is a time for them to take.
So he talked about NIH and CDC. NIH and CDC sit on ANSI's board, the American National Standards Institute, who actually took over complete control of the American National Accrediting Board in 2018, the same accrediting body that accredits many of these suppliers and subcontractors of the CDC and NIH, etc., and of Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer, who also sit on ANSI's board along with the FDA. So we want to trust science, and he said it was made in quality processes. It's not. He's a liar. And we cannot have the pure confidence in the quality of the product when you have Albert Bourla possibly giving an injection to himself. Everything is possible in the world of AI and Photoshop and all the rest of that mess. So we have Miss McKenzie from USA Today. Yes, he did have vaccine hesitancy, and that's a fact. He said it. And this lady, went back and said, you have to read her article. It's just unbelievable. You also have the factor that Pfizer sits on ANSI's board, right over by the FDA, CDC, NIH, and also the FDA, as I said. But you definitely have a problem with this, and I just wanted to bring this to light that today, the claim, the CEO of Pfizer, Albert Bourla, certified veterinarian, refused the vaccine. QA expert Daryl Guberman said yes. Yes, he had vaccine hesitancy, as you heard in the beginning of the interview. He was talking about how bad it is for families to refuse, blah, 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 all the rest of that happy horse shit. And I'm going to tell you something. It's absolutely disgusting when you have organizations, corporations like Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson skipping quality processes and standards. You have Boeing, who fudged documentation, got fined by the FAA. You also have Lockheed. They all sit on the board of ANSI now. This is gurus of quality, quality fudging, I think, and you have Lockheed Martin, who made 801 F-35s, and the first ship after 800. They still have quality issues, up to including loss of pilot and loss of aircraft and vice versa. So this claim, this fact check, I think she fudged it, because we did write her and the email got kicked back, so she could be an AI individual too, working for the USA Today. Who knows? My telephone number is 203-556-1493 or Daryl, TQRS @yahoo.com. I thank you.